Hi, my name is Michael Johnson, and my special on project includes what motivates people to be smart. What good is being smart, and what can you do with knowledge? I'm looking into the topic of motivation and why it helps with being smart. I believe that there are multiple reasons for obtaining intelligence, and with the right motivation, an individual can go a long way. These reasons range from everything to social status, economic growth, and even simply the reason for just learning things. Some people are motivated in many different ways, and to be intelligent for many different incentives. And I'm going to jump into a quick couple slides and a YouTube video. The first relation that comes into mind with intelligence is economic standings. Some people are really motivated when it comes to this, and it falls into the category of achievement motivation. This was an idea that was first looked at by psychologist Henry Murray. Many people believe that the more you know, you can apply to your job, and the better you are in your career. That is why so many people get motivated to go to college to get a degree. From this, they'll be able to get a better job that will, in the end, make more money. A recent study done by Georgetown University shows that college graduates will make $17,500 more per year than a high school student on average. This goes to show that if you're motivated to be knowledgeable, you'll improve your well-being economically. And next, we're going to go into a quick YouTube video from the guys at Apex Science. We're just going to watch a quick clip and not the entire video, but I do recommend watching the entire video.
Science help us achieve what we're after. In one MIT study, students were given two types of tasks. In the first, they had to hit two keys on a keyboard as many times as possible in 4 minutes, and those that did it the fastest would receive money. For some, the reward was $300, while for others, only $30. Interestingly, performance was 95% greater in the high $300 group, highlighting how money can be a motivator.
Another great reason to be motivated to be knowledgeable includes the enjoyment of learning and health benefits. People who have a higher tendency for learning will constantly become smarter. This makes sense, but what can you get out of it? Learning helps the brain by stimulating brain neurons to keep the electrical impulses going smoothly. So people who want to learn will keep their brains running smoothly and will have a better chance to fight off dementia and other brain-related diseases. An analogy that I like to make is comparing your brain to a car. If you don't use your car and let it sit in the weather, it won't start back up. I think that this is true with your brain, but your brain just slowly deteriorates with lack of use. An article from Share.com says that one of the pillars to preventing brain diseases is mental stimulation. This means using your brain throughout your life by learning, memorizing, or learning a new instrument. Quote from a neuropsychologist named Dr. Daniel Amen says, "You can harness your brain's inherent plasticity to learn new skills, build a better memory, and quicken your speed of processing, which will help you keep sharp in old age." Does an intelligent person get viewed differently from someone who is less intelligent? From the workplace, this is definitely true, but is this different from any other scenario? In the workplace, your colleagues know what you are capable of. They view you as either smart or hardworking because of your position and the work you put in to get to that spot. But if you were outside of work, how would anyone know? At a glance or even walking by someone, you might not care if they're smart or not. But if you know someone or learn of someone who isn't smart or does not know much, you might view them differently. You may end up looking down upon them for not trying or not even caring. People don't like to be looked down upon, and when someone isn't as smart as they would want to be, they feel dumb and not able to do the same level of work as their peers. From an individual perspective, it is better to be smart. The reason for this is that because others will look up to you. This fact also contributes to people being motivated to go to extra years of school so they can get in a higher position for their career. People like to feel like they are important. This makes them feel satisfied in what they have accomplished. Just one of these factors alone can contribute to enough motivation to get someone to learn new skills. Each one of these categories has its unique set of incentives for motivation. They're all great reasons to be motivated, but how can you personally be motivated? From all these great reasons to go out and learn something, why do you not learn? Some reasons might include that it's hard work, or time-consuming, or even because people are lazy. Famous psychologists Angela Duckworth and Martin Seligman both have done research on grit and how that correlates to the success of students. They concluded that the more grit a student has, the more likely they will be able to prevail and succeed in their goals. But what contributes to grit? There are different motivational factors behind a person's grit, including some listed earlier. Another psychologist named Koyo Moramaya, a PhD student who majored in educational motivation, has done many studies on how motivation and learning is great and how great incentives are. Incentives are the backbone of hard work, and they give motivation to movement. In conclusion, there are many different reasons for being motivated to be intelligent, or at least strive to be. Reasons from economics to health to social benefits and I believe it's also important to find the grit, find your own motivation, and get your own grit to get to these benefits and incentives that comes from learning or even just using your brain. And based on this, I believe that it is important to try and learn things day to day. It ensures the best possible future and leads a happier, healthier life. A famous quote by Thomas Edison is, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration."